Gregory Peck, one of Hollywood's most beloved icons, finally broke his silence on his relationship with Robert Mitchum late in his life, offering an intimate glimpse into the bond between two of cinema's greatest legends. Peck was born Eldred Gregory Peck on April 5, 1916, in La Jolla, California. His childhood was marked by hardship. His parents divorced when he was young, and he was largely raised by his grandmother. These early challenges helped shape the quiet dignity and resilience that became hallmarks of his character. Standing tall with a commanding presence and a thoughtful demeanor, Peck stood out even as a boy. After attending San Diego State College, he transferred to the University of California, Berkeley, where he discovered his passion for acting. What began as an interest soon became his life's calling. In the 1940s, Peck began his career on the stage, honing his craft with discipline and dedication. Broadway quickly took notice of his talent, and Hollywood soon followed. His film debut came in Days of Glory 1944, and audiences were immediately captivated by his sincerity, moral strength, and striking physical presence. Within a short time, Peck became a leading man, starring in films like The Keys of the Kingdom 1944, which earned him his first Academy Award nomination, and Alfred Hitchcock's Spellbound 1945. By the late 1940s and 1950s, Peck's career soared as he embodied a wide range of characters. From the tormented journalist tackling anti-Semitism in Gentleman's Agreement 1947 to stoic gunslingers in westerns like Duel in the Sunday 1946 and The Gunfighter 1950. In romantic dramas like Roman Holiday 1953, his on-screen chemistry with Audrey Hepburn created one of the most beloved pairings in film history. Yet it was 1960 that gave Peck the defining role of his career, Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. Based on Harper Lee's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, Peck portrayed the principled small-town lawyer with quiet strength, compassion, and courage. His performance earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor and cemented Atticus Finch as a cultural symbol of fairness and justice. Decades later, the role continues to be cited as one of the greatest in cinematic history. Peck's career continued to thrive in the 1960s, 70s, and even the 80s, with memorable performances in The Guns of Navarone 1961, Cape Fear 1962, where he played opposite Robert Mitchum, McKenna's Gold 1969, and the chilling thriller The Omen 1976, which introduced him to a new generation of audiences. Off-screen, Peck was known for more than just his performances. He was a man of integrity, compassion, and principle. He used his fame to advocate for social justice, civil rights, and freedom of expression. Never afraid to take a moral stand, even when unpopular, Peck supported numerous humanitarian causes. Throughout his life, his dedication earned him countless honors, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1969, one of the United States' highest civilian awards. Peck's personal life was equally full, though not without heartache. In October 1942, he married Greta Kukkonen, a Finnish-American with remarkable independence and business acumen. Together they had 3 sons: Jonathan, born in 1944, Stephen, born in 1946, and Carrie Paul, born in 1949. While his career flourished, his marriage eventually suffered. After 13 years, Gregory and Greta divorced in 1955. The separation was painful, but nothing compared to the tragedy that struck 2 decades later when Jonathan died at the age of 30. Authorities concluded his death was a suicide, a devastating blow that left a permanent scar on Peck's heart. He later admitted, "It's the most terrible thing that has happened to me in my life." You never get over a thing like that. Only a day after finalizing his divorce from Greta, Peck married French journalist Véronique Pisani on New Year's Eve 1955. Véronique had interviewed Peck in Paris during his press tour for Roman Holiday years earlier, and their connection endured. Their love story spanned nearly 5 decades, and together they had 2 children: Anthony, born in 1956, and Cecilia, born in 1958. Both followed creative paths. Anthony became an actor and was briefly married to supermodel Cheryl Tiegs, while Cecilia pursued acting, producing, and documentary filmmaking. Unlike Peck's first marriage, his union with Veronique endured until his death, admired as one of Hollywood's most steadfast partnerships. Peck also cherished his role as a grandfather. His family legacy continues today through his grandchildren, including actor Ethan Peck, Steven's son, who gained recognition for portraying Spock in Star Trek, Discovery, and Strange New Worlds. Through his descendants and the values he instilled in them, Gregory Peck's legacy lives on far beyond his films. For decades, Hollywood fans speculated about the relationship between Peck and Robert Mitchum. The two men seemed worlds apart. Peck, the embodiment of nobility and moral authority. Mitchum, a rugged anti-hero known for his cool detachment and rebellious streak. Their most famous collaboration came in Cape Fear 1962, with Peck as the upright lawyer and Mitchum, the terrifying ex-con Max Cady. Yet neither spoke publicly about each other at length until late in Peck's life, when he finally broke his silence. Peck revealed a deep admiration for Mitchum's talent. Despite their different approaches to acting, Peck relied on classical training and careful preparation. Mitchum was famously instinctive, relying on minimal rehearsal and effortless naturalism. Mitchum had a way of inhabiting a character that didn't look like acting at all, Peck admitted. He made it look easy, but that was his genius. For Peck, a man who built his career on discipline and refinement, this was high praise indeed. Working on Cape Fear, Peck recalled that Mitchum's intimidating aura extended off-screen, making his portrayal of Max Cady all the more chilling. Yet Mitchum's wit and humor often lightened the mood on set. Peck described him as someone who could disarm tension with his single sarcastic remark, striking the perfect balance between seriousness and levity. While Peck acknowledged that Mitchum's rebellious lifestyle and brushes with the law sometimes puzzled him, he admired Mitchum's authenticity. He was his own man, Peck reflected. He never tried to fit into anyone else's idea of what a movie star should be. That takes courage, and I respected that about him. In sharing these thoughts, Peck gave fans a rare window into the mutual respect between two of Hollywood's greatest actors. He reminded us that their legacies were not only defined by scripts and performances, but by the authenticity they brought to their lives and craft. On June 12, 2003, Gregory Peck passed away peacefully in his sleep at the age of 87 due to bronchial pneumonia. His death marked the quiet close of a life defined by dignity, compassion, and artistic excellence. At his side in his final moments was Veronique, his devoted wife of nearly 50 years. News of his passing spread quickly around the world, and tributes poured in from actors, directors, political leaders, and fans alike. His portrayal of Atticus Finch had already immortalized him, a symbol of decency and justice. In death, that image became even more poignant. Gregory Peck's life and career remind us that true greatness comes not just from talent, but from character. His heartfelt words about Robert Mitchum showed the humility and respect that defined him. Though the golden age of Hollywood has long since passed, the legacies of Gregory Peck and Robert Mitchum endure, carried forward by their unforgettable films and the timeless values they stood for.